one. Got a special one. Let me go ahead and hit this. I'm getting ready to go start my shift right now, but I want to talk about this before we go ahead and do my shift. My shift starts in about 5:58. My shift starts in I got about an hour. So I'll go ahead and do it like this. I wanted to do it on um the traditional YouTube live simply because I didn't want people coming in and out and distracting me on this. Um this is going to be some of the information that I'm about to disclose right now. I have been fighting myself, okay? I've been fighting myself with this right here. I did not want to put it out. I did not want to put a black eye on delivery drivers. I did not want to put a black eye out on merchants. I did not want to put a black eye on the customers. They wouldn't know about this anyway, so we can just exclude them. You guys have seen that I have been putting videos up when I go to a certain spot. And not only do I have to fill the drinks, which is a-okay. You know, we all can fill drinks. Some choose to, some choose not to. Filling a drink is filling a drink. But after I have to do something extra, I thought about everything that goes into filling a drink also. And before I was like, yeah, filling a drink, it's no issue. Just go fill the drink. Get in and get out, go deliver the order. What happened to me, I still feel should not happen to anyone doing delivery work. Okay. You go to a place, they ask you to fill the drink. You fill the drink. They say no, but now you have to put the seal on and seal it so it's protected and everything else so it's right for the customer. Man, now you're tapping into food handler. How many people have a food handler's license? How many people know what to do when you are handling food? This is the first example here. When they ask you to fill a drink and they have all of the cup lids stacked up, let's say you pick up and there's two there. You have now touched two, right? When you separate them, have you ever touched the bottom of the one on the bottom and then actually use that one? Have you ever done that? Have you picked up two and of the lids? You pick up two lids and then you pull them apart, but then your fingers are going over the lids and then you put it on. Are we food handlers? Are we food handlers? And how many people have a food handler's card? Okay, check this out. I have seen this happen. Delivery drivers are in a restaurant. They're scratching their face and their beards and their hair. Some do this. They wipe their nose with the back of their hand and stuff, and then they rub it on their pants and stuff like that, and then they go inside to make someone's drink. Okay, this does happen. Doordash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, any other food app, you need to understand and pay attention to this. I'm going to tell you something disgusting, man. When you pick up from the Wingstop and they give you the sticker to seal the drink and put it on top, when you peel the sticker off of that white paper that's there, the sticker doesn't come off all the way. Only half of it does. So you have to try to put half of it on, then try to figure out where the other one is, put it there, and use your thumb and put it over the lid, over the middle, and the customer don't know. But check this out. What if this driver right here was scratching his butt on the outside of his jeans, or went and scratched his balls, and when it did that, and you gave him the damn green thing to seal the drink, and he touched the top of someone's drink, and they don't know? This is something terrible going on. We are not supposed to be in the process of food handling and doing all this other stuff. What's up, Rev? We are not supposed to be in the process of the handling of the food to getting it to the transport of the customer. I put this up. I tag your driver, Mike, Bentley Coupe. I tagged Mushi Moo. I tagged almost everybody out there because this issue needs to be spoken about. Now, there was a certain time when people said, should we be filling drinks? Okay, I put up that we are filling drinks, and now they are trying to have us seal the drinks. And I'm giving you examples of how it can go all the way wrong. I went again yesterday. I had 4 drinks on, it was 2 orders, right? One had 3 drinks, one had 1. I had 4 drinks. I had to put a sticker on all of them. I had to go and get another sticker because one of them ripped, because I was not going to do that thumb thing again. But here's the thing here. This restaurant, this Wingstop, right? Remarkable. You go in, you get your order on time, right? You get your order on time. So now I'm thinking this. You get your order on time as a driver to the customer, right? You get that. You get that. Perfect. Are you going to ignore the fact that they are having you do something and all these other factors can happen just to get an order on time? Think about this. If you can get your order on time, would you rather do that? Okay. And then you got to think about this. If the order comes out late all the time, would you go and do the food preparation part that they're supposed to do? They have the food handlers cards. They have all of this. They have all of that. Are you going to let that time wait? In a lot of areas, they don't have Prop 2022. So they might just cancel the order. Uber Eats, Doordash, Grubhub, and all the other ones, when a franchise signs up now, it's like crack sales. It's like crack sales. Join in, sell, we don't care. But we have people that might become sick, contaminated. Now, if they are asking us to put seals on the drinks, tear them off, put your thumbs on there, over that, someone's got to put their straw in there and all the other stuff. My question is, what are the gig apps doing it? What are the gig, excuse me, I'm so far ahead of myself. What are the gig apps doing to prevent this? This is the official news channel of the gig world. There are certain things that need to be spoken about. And I do know that for like 4 months straight, they were all talking about, should we be filling drinks? Should you be doing food handling? Forget about filling a drink. That's easy. should you be doing food handling now? If something happens to the customer, who's in trouble? If something happens to the customer, who is in trouble? The restaurant's going to say that we had the driver go ahead and do that. The driver is going to say, no, it was supposed to be them. But if the driver accepts, it's on the driver. But here is a terrible thing that happens. Driver gets deactivated, business gets shut down, the Better Business Bureau gets involved, they get letters dropped, they go ahead and do all this. These are things that need to be corrected. I don't know how many drivers have been deactivated for things like this in your areas. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure it's happened a whole bunch of times, right? It's probably happened. So let's just say right now, if my one Wingstop is telling me to seal and prepare the product for the customer, if I am one, that means that we have 10. Okay? If I am 2, we have 20. 1 is 10, 10's 100, 100's 1,000, 1,000 is 100,000, 100,000 is going to be 1,000,000. If one franchise is doing this, just think of all the drivers that go in there. Just think of all the drivers that go in there who are not as clean, handle it right, that they are just saying, hey, go ahead and do this for us. Now, is getting your order on time worth it, or should you say something? I thought about this long and hard. I give the merchants and the food apps a bad grade on this. I think the gig apps should have reps that randomly go in and check places to see if they are doing things right. They go in there like secret shoppers. They go in there like that. They do it with tobacco and alcohol and things like that. I wish that they do that for the gig world. I witnessed someone go into a Chinese food place and just say Doordash. They didn't ask for a name or anything and just gave the food away. I think things like this could help. Okay? I think things like this could help the drivers, the merchants, and the customers. Accountability is responsibility. Responsibility is accountability. The probability of something happening that's going to equate to success, very probable, not impossible. If we start from the top, since we know that DoorDash and Uber Eats and everyone, they are watching us gig content creators. They are watching. They are listening to things. They're trying to figure out how to make people not steal food and things like this and things like that. How about we make sure that the food is safe for the customers to eat? Last thing I want is for someone to say that I delivered them food at a meet-at door or whatever else it was, and they say they have COVID or something now. They say they got some type of food poisoning or some type of thing because the driver dropped it off. I don't want to be putting any of that at all. At all. Don't want to be put in that. I wish that individual franchise owners, the franchisees, that they watch more of the gig world. So what I'm probably going to be doing I'm probably going to be asking merchants what they want drivers to do. And I'm going to start asking more of the owners, the managers, the general managers to start watching more of the gig world, so they can see the drivers actually out there on the front line doing the deliveries and dropping them off. If they see it with their eyes, they can better perfect what they want to do in their business that will help us. In return, it'll help the customer. So that's going to be my new mission now, is hitting the merchants in a way to where we can show them things. I'm going to tell the merchants some things that they don't want to hear, and they're going to be like, wow. But if I don't tell them, how are they going to fix it? If I don't tell the merchant that, look, your staff had us do this and touch the lids and do all this other stuff, and the customer got it and everything else, if I don't tell them that, how are they going to fix it? If they don't watch the people doing deliveries and saying, here's where ride-alongs will help. If the content creators started doing ride-alongs to inform the merchants and everything else on how they can make it better, instead of going into a place in your area and say, I pick up from this place is not good, I hate going here, and whoop, whoop, whoop. Instead of doing all of that, how about you go into a place and let them know what can be fixed so that the other drivers can benefit just like you? And as of right now, we have a spot that makes drivers do something, and the pull-off sticker on the tab rips every time. So it's never going to be a straight pull. Never. They say never say never. It will never be a straight pull. Never. You're going to have to piece it together. You're asking drivers to do things that they were never trained for. We have some content creators out there who have had people pass their own deliver that test. And if they didn't, it took them like 7 weeks to pass a deliver that test. That lets you know that we got a lot of drivers out there right now who are driving who never took a test. So if a merchant asks them, or a restaurant asks them to do sealing and preparing of the order, they're not even going to know what to do. This is the other side of the gig world, the nasty, disgusting side. This is the nasty, disgusting side of the gig world. We all make money off of the gig world. We do these orders. We like to get $2 a mile, $3 a mile. We like to do that. We like to get unicorns and bangers, and people like to do what you call double stacks and triple stacks. And we got people that want to do single orders and double orders. We got multi-appers and dirty appers. We have people that hold orders, people that pitch orders. We have people that just decline now. We got people that just say, hey, I'm not doing nothing. We have all of this stuff going on, right? On making the money. There is one main thing that's not being talked about with any of the content creators out there, and it has to do with the drivers handling the food and everything else like that. I did something, I'm telling you. When I told you guys that the sticker rips and you have to piece it together, they did not have another sticker to give to me. So I had to take the one piece off, then put it up, and how where the lid goes, you know how it has 1, 2, 3, 4? I had to pull the other one off, or try to, right? Then put it and piece it together with my thumbs on the top. And they did not have another one. If I did not do that, the customer was going to say I tampered with their food. I lose my tip. I lose my money. I lose everything. And I can get deactivated. No one talks about this, and this happens. It goes way beyond, okay? It goes way beyond filling drinks. If you want us to handle the products, the finishing products for the customers, first of all, you guys should be sending us a car kit that has all of the gloves and everything else, but you should be paying for our food handlers merchandise and cards. You should. We should not be doing food handling for any customer. I was so upset. And the craziest thing is, what makes it kind of weird, and I'm human, I'm a lie. What makes it kind of weird is this. All the orders I get from this place are like $12 2 miles, $16 3.5 miles. I don't want to turn those down. But the opportunity cost goes on to the customer, and the customer has no idea that these things are happening. That's where I feel bad. That's why I'm talking about it. I feel it's wrong. I feel it's wrong. I feel that it needs to be spoken about. I think that the individual franchises, the franchisees, the owners, big shout out to the Doordash Revolution, the baddest morning ride along show in all of the gig world, the most interactive. We speak to the drivers, the merchants, and the customers. You get to hear it all. You get to hear everything that goes on. Team HotFacts, we got it. It's nasty. You know how you know that if you go swimming at a public pool, you know that a bunch of kids are peeing in the pool? There's a lot of delivery drivers doing nasty things to people orders. They may not do it on purpose. It may not be intentional. It may not be intentional. But I will tell you this. If a driver is scratching his face, you can get dead skin in your fingernails. You tell him, go make the drink. He didn't go in the bathroom, wash his hands. He don't have no gloves, no nothing. He just goes, picks up a lid, puts whatever is underneath his nails. We don't know if this dude got the glooky glack. We don't know what he got. We don't know if he goes and bam, and then they say seal it. We don't know if that dude had gas and he scratched his butt, and then all that's on the lid. He wants to seal all of that. It's nasty. This delivery thing since 2015 now. I am the news channel of the gig world. This is part of the news that people need to understand in the gig world. Make sure as a driver you are washing your hands when you go into a place. Go straight to the bathroom, ask them for the bathroom code. Go and wash your hands. Lava sus manos. Go wash your hands. Go wash your hands. Now here is where we got this. Should drivers be, once they go in there, they accepted the order, right? They go into a place that says, can you do the final sealing and everything else on the orders, right? Okay. If the driver refuses the order and the driver calls customer support, is the driver going to get paid for the full order? Or are they going to try to give the drivers $3, or is that driver going to get a contract violation, or is that driver going to get deactivated? How about that? What is going to happen to the driver? The news channel wants to know what's going to happen. DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, any of you food apps, I hope you guys are listening right now. It is disgusting. It is disgusting. I myself do deliveries. I've walked up to people doing deliveries to me, and it looks like they're hoarders in their car. You know they're dirty and nasty. You got places now saying to do the final sealing and the prep work for the food that goes to a customer. And if something happens, they are going to blame the driver. Driver's gone. The driver's gone. Deactivated. I'm telling you guys, I did something disgusting, and that's why I'm talking about it. When the sticker broke, and they always break, it does not go on a clear tear, the one thing every single time. No, you got to use one thumb and put it over to make it look like that you did not tamper with their food, so the customer don't do that. You get written up over that, and then you get deactivated over that. You have to do that. And they didn't even have enough of the Terry things to give me another one. But if they did, I would just be pulling, and the same thing was going to happen. I was disgusted in my heart. Luckily, I washed my hands. How many drivers don't wash their hands at all? They touch the doors and open them. They touch their car door. They got this and that going on. They're wiping their nose like this. They're picking their nose. They're scratching their butt. They're scratching their balls. They're doing all this stuff. And you tell them to put lids on drinks. At first, I was A-okay with putting the lid on the drink and making a drink. I am against that now. I have completely done a backflip. I am against that now. Now the next thing is, if the driver says no, is he going to get deactivated, which is fired? Is he going to lose money? And are you going to give him full pay or just that little bit of pay for just showing up? And if drivers start getting just the $3 for showing up, what good is that? It's crazy right now. If it happens to one driver, it happens to a whole lot. If you are a driver out there and they tell you to put that green sticker on something, I'm going to start doing this today when I start my shift. No, can you guys do it? And I'm going to explain to them why. Okay? I'm also going to be filming tonight when I go and do my orders. I'm going to be asking the merchants what they want from the drivers when we walk in, so we can help bridge the gap right there. But this having us do the final preparation for food, we don't have a food handler's card. We don't have any of that stuff right there. This is totally bogus. It's a scapegoat from a restaurant to put it on a driver. Drivers, you need someone to speak up for you. This is the official news channel of the gig world. We talk about this. We are going to talk about this. This is not cool. This is not cool. I did something that I felt was wrong. And instead of keeping it inside, I'm telling the whole gig world and anyone that's a customer or any merchant out there, I am telling you that right now. We got 5 people in here. Give me some more thumbs. We got 3 likes. Give me some more thumbs. I did something wrong that a lot of drivers would not do themselves. I actually did the thing that I felt was so bad. I felt it was so bad. Okay? I felt it was so bad that I actually did that. The stickers broke and I still had to do it for the customer with my thumbs to put it over. And it was the restaurant that had me do it. But I accepted it. It was me. I am pulling into my hotspot. I told you I'm about to start work. I'm in my zone right here. I figured out that at night, I can do literally like $100 in like 2.5, 3 hours right here. I figured it out. No other driver comes here, and it's in a spot where we have drivers that go on YouTube here, and they're in this area, and they don't come over here. And I'm over here right now, I'm waiting for all of this. But it's nasty. Let's get back to business. This is nasty. This is nasty. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna say something that's about the people like, oh, the news channel going in right here. Now, some people see that I have a beard. They'll say, well, Hot Facts, you deliver with a beard. Are you nasty and stuff? No, I'm not. I have a beard. We know that there are certain content creators that we watch, and we know that these people are nasty. They said who? The New Day. Who? No disrespect, Bud Soda, it looks like you're nasty. I'm not going to stop there. I'm not going to stop. I am not going to stop. I don't know this dude's name. It's like this African dude. And I'm sorry. I don't know your name, but it looks like you do nasty stuff too. TFT said, I have a beard. I'll deliver. I'm not nasty. TFT, I know you not nasty, man. I know you not nasty. I'm just, hey, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I've been in restaurants. I've gone to pick up orders, and I sit back and I watch to see what the delivery drivers are going to do. You know how in some of these Hispanic restaurants, they have the little, you put the quarter in and you can turn the knob and you get the little toys out and stuff. Do you know how many drivers I have seen go and do that thing and do that? You know how many drivers I have seen go into a restaurant where like they have like a window in the front, and I've seen like dead flies up there, right? And they go take their fingers and they rub to see how much dust is on their fingers, and they still pick up the order. I have seen these things happen in real life. I have seen these things happen in real life. This is the other side of delivery work that I think we need to talk about, because this was the last straw. Even though the orders are real nice coming from over here, that was the last straw. I cannot be doing the food prep work for a restaurant. I'm third party. I am my own boss. I am not contracted to do that. Doordash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, whatever you order from, you guys need to pay attention to this. I think you guys need to evaluate or at least give a test to the merchants, and have a secret shopper just pop in on places to see how the drivers are picking up the stuff and to see if they are checking these things off. Because I'm going to tell you this. I know for a fact, if I got to keep doing it in this place, and every driver that goes in there has to do it when they get a drink, just think, I am not the only driver. There could be 30 different drivers in this area contaminating 30 different customers. They could be contaminating 30 different customers. We get a lot of people say, well, I just make the money. Oh, well, I don't care. I'll do whatever to make the bucks. Or so you go sell your soul, get someone sick, have them do that. You now deactivated all this other stuff. You can't do all this stuff. You just go no, you got to start speaking for yourself. No. Now, my question is this. If you are a driver and you go in there and you tell the restaurant, I'm not going to take this order because of this, what is going to happen to the driver, though? That's my question. Are they gonna, is the merchant with the tablet gonna give the driver a thumbs down? Are they gonna go write a paragraph? are they going to call, or do you have to get on support and call right then and there and try to do that? But what if they say you can't pick up from that place ever again because you brought up some awareness? I'm going to do a little sidebar right now. I got to talk about this too. Ran into a driver. The driver, okay, can no longer go into 2 restaurants because another driver told the staff that he steals orders and he holds them, and that's why you guys have to make more orders. Whoo, drivers can be cold. You can get deactivated for being nasty and filling orders or have someone else lie on you. If you are a driver and you are telling on someone and making up stuff so you can make more money, shame on you. That should not happen in any market, anywhere. It's happening. We have drivers making up stories to other drivers at certain merchants, and the ones that have a tablet can now search up the name and see who it is. When they come in, blackball them. You could be losing like $300 a week from a restaurant because someone told on you and lied. Drivers, don't do that at all. If you are out there doing that, shame on you. You should not be doing that at all. Now back to the business. If they start asking us to do the food handlers test, I wouldn't be opposed to doing it at first. But once you think about it, if they give you a food handler's card and you pass the test, they can now ask you, can you come to the back and fold boxes? Can you go ahead and do this while you're here to help us out at this restaurant? You're a food handler and you're going to be helping out your own order. This is where, drivers, we need to unite and speak up. This is when all the hate should stop and everyone should join together. Not one driver out there should be doing any type of food handling prep for any customer at all. I feel bad because the money was good. I'm telling the truth. I'm not lying. I even taught that place how to check for fraud orders and everything, and they still had me do all of that. I don't know if it's, the general manager. Is probably not them, but it's probably the manager on duty who says that we can increase business and flow, get the orders out, the drivers will be happy, the customers will be happy, the food will be going like this if we just ask them to do this. That could be an individual decision based upon who was running the shift at that night. Is it right? That's the question. And if orders are moving on the paperwork side, on the number side, that manager looks like they are managing that business thoroughly. The flow is going in, the money's coming in, the customers are happy, the drivers are happy, everything is good. But this one issue right here, is it big enough to address, to slow production? Or do we allow it to happen? That's when the general manager comes in and the owner of the place. We got this, people. We got this. I don't know what I'm going to do. If they keep giving me $16 orders for 3.5 miles, if they keep giving me $16 for 3.5 miles, am I going to say no because I got to put that sticker on there, or is the money going to win over? This is something that the gig apps need to be listening to. You're jeopardizing the customers and the safety of everyone. What if you're a driver, you just put gas in your car, you open your hood, you're checking your oil, you put oil in your car, transmission fluid, you're checking this stuff, you do that stuff. You don't even wash your hands. You go straight into the place where you go pick up the order and they say, hey, can you go make this? They want this salad. They give you the salad container and say, yeah, the salad's there. Just go ahead and scoop it and put it there and close it up for us. But you just got done touching the hood of your car, oil and everything. You didn't do nothing but just go do their order and go give it to them. Where does the safety of the customer and the protection of the driver come in? When does it come in? If you guys are watching this, you are watching the official news channel of the gig world. I want to give a big shout out to Uber Jeep AZ, showing love. I want to give a big shout out to J Caddy Beats, showing love. I want to give a big shout out to Bentley Coupe, Doordash Diaries, people. He's been showing me love on this stuff. Big shout out there. Big shout out to my ace, the Doordash Revolution. Big shout out to my deputy, TFT. Whoo, people, TFT moving strong. You know what I'm saying? Y'all send a prayer out for him. Got that stuff going on. We got a full team out there. Big shout out to the whole DoorDash Revolution team out there in Memphis, Tennessee. They're out there, Mississippi, Memphis, and Tennessee. Big shout out to his team out there. He has a great team and they're doing great stuff. Big shout out. Big shout out to everybody else that's been doing a great job in supporting Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Big shout out to Downtown Hustle. The interview will be up soon. We will be doing an interview. Big shout out there. Now, this guy, Downtown Hustle, I brought him up because he does his deliveries on electric bike and a scooter, right? He's got to wear gloves and stuff and everything like that. Now, just think. He's got to do that, park it, put his lock on, do all that stuff. If he goes into a place, take off his gloves, they tell him, hey, go ahead and do the final prep work on this food. The dude's coming in on a scooter outside. When should we be saying no as a driver, delivery person? When should you speak up to the merchant? Well, if you run your own business, you know that your 1099 is there for yourself, and you got to speak up for yourself and do it just like that. But when, people, is enough enough? Like this, look. I'm scratching my nose, right? Look, I'm scratching my nose. My nose is itching. I'm not on delivery, right? Now, before I start my orders, I'm going to go and wash my hands. I'm going to go and wash my hands before I start my orders. I'm not going to look. You see all this? You see all, look. Some people do this. You ever see somebody sitting inside a parking lot or in the car going, doing that? They're rubbing their hands on their nose. You gonna have that same person go and do the final prep work on a customer's food? Restaurant, shame on you. That's your responsibility. You got the food handler's card. You got the Surf Safe. Serve. However you say it. You took that test too. You don't pass up and give that to a driver to pass on the responsibility and all that stuff, and then if something happens, it goes on the driver. That's not how it works. Look, go like this to my beard. Look, I gotta go wash my hands. I'm touching my facial hair and stuff. I gotta go wash my hands. I gotta go wash my hands. If you were a driver, why the hell would you just go and do it if your hands ain't clean also? We got 6 people in here. We got 5 likes. Get one more like up there. We have more in here. Let's get these likes up. Hit these likes. We talking about stuff that don't nobody talk about. The other side of the gig world. The other side. I've seen on a video, Bud Soda opened up his hood and something was wrong with his battery or something. He went and did the wire and everything, got his car started up, went and drove and got an order. Didn't nobody say nothing about that. I didn't want to bring that up. This happened months and months and months ago. I didn't bring it up because I was like, well, I can't just come into the gig world and be the news channel and just talking about how nasty these drivers are. I just can't do it like that. I got to stall some people out. But he actually did that on one of his videos. I'm not lying. And he knows what video I'm talking about. When he had to go in his hood and do his thing and fix his battery, and he went in there and then he drove away and he got an order and delivered it. That's what he did. On camera. It's not like I'm lying, people. It's on camera. On the channel. Enough is enough. We got to stop this thing, man. We got to stop this thing. I'm not going to be doing any extra work that I'm not supposed to be doing. Any extra work. I don't mean if a customer says, can you ask them for this and that? I'm not talking about that stuff. I'm talking about final food prep. I am not doing any food prep for any customer. I'm going to tell y'all something that I saw the other day. I was in Sizzler doing the order. When I put the video up with the car on fire and stuff, there was a driver in there picking up an order. He went straight to the salad bar. I did too, I'm not going to lie. I went to the salad bar. I'm not snitching on him for going to the salad bar because I went. I did mine different. I got the little white spoon. Got me one of them little bowls, put me like 4 meatballs on because my order was still being done, and I ate me 4 meatballs. I did that at Sizzler at the salad bar. I didn't pay for them. I'm telling you guys, I did that. So you know I'm telling the truth here. I see a driver go to the salad bar, use his fingers because he didn't want to pick up a bowl because he knows he didn't pay for it. He didn't want to make it obvious that, you know, or whatever it was, but I did it. He used his fingers and picked up the meatballs with his hand. Marinara sauce on his thumbs and stuff. And you already know what he did next. You know what he did next. He did this. Wet finger, index and thumb, picked up the order, got his food. We left at about the same time. He got in the car and drove off. Now, what if they told this driver to do the final prep work for the customer? I know these are things that the food apps, the gig apps, they cannot control. But they can control this much here. Make it a violation. Have secret shoppers go in. If you have any drivers doing the final prep work for anything, you get written up, you get taken off the app for like a week, something else like that, to clean it up. To clean it up. I am not about to be doing dirty work. You guys have been watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese, the official news channel of the gig world. Get those thumbs up. Wash your hands. Stay clean. Stay friendly. Do what you got to do. But more importantly, before you start, the first one you get, the first one you take, because that could be the one that leads to something great. Secondly, From the place to the plate, I could ease a little taste. From the thanks to the hate, I can do this all day. Thank you for watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Hit that subscribe button. I'm out.